So just kind of flipping through here, we have the directory structure. We've got, config, everything stored in config. We've got the self-serve server stood up. You can see over here on the left-hand side that we're actually using a template engine from Flask, and we're using data migrations as well to keep up with all of the data structuring we do in change management. So instead of just like doing the fast route and jumping straight in and just like slinging SQL code on the fly, we tried to make sure that we were starting off on the right foot and developing this, step by step. Code-wise, so this is kind of like the core workings of the code. You can see here that we're using all standard libraries, going through and using SQL Alchemy as an example to make sure that we're using the latest standards, that we're using ORM functionality, and then this also lets us use data migrations. And then, of course, supplying all of our routes. Because we have so few routes, I didn't set up external routing. It's just internal routing. And you can see here, we define the methods for API. We will be, as these routes grow, we will move those to a dedicated routes file and just import it here. From an HTML standpoint, right now we're just using Bootstrap and it's basic HTML5 code. Also using, just different drop-ins here that Python provides us through Flask. So this is just pretty basic, straightforward. It allows UI to essentially accept code via an API. You can detach the UI from the backend Python and really do whatever we want. So we don't have to use Bootstrap. We can use any framework. We could also use Node or what have you. From a functionality standpoint, so and I can send this link over to you after this call. So you land here. This did just say like welcome and stuff like that, but we're currently working on the attachment code. So I'm trying to keep this code as stable as possible. So if you visit this page and it's not working, give it like 2 or 3 hours and then come back to it, because that means we're probably deploying something that didn't work right. So what you're just seeing here is how we're trying to create the different records for the attachments, and then we'll start supporting like the file attachments hopefully next week. From a standpoint here, we can log in. Admin. Just give it a login here, and then you can see that again we're back at the same page, but now we have this section here, which it does have CFRF protection on it, and as well as it goes over SSL, and I can say info attachment code using super admin user. And I can hit post, and you can see here that super admin has posted this as of today. All of these are tied to, I did make these passwords a little bit more difficult since this is public facing. So we can also do one as just the admin user. See there, and then of course we also are supporting just regular user login. And there you go. And then those are the 3. So all of this is of course saving directly to a database. It's all using current standards for security. It's using access control lists, so that way there's full ACL on the back end. And like I said, attachments was something that we introduced late last week, early this week. I can't remember when we finalized that. So we don't yet have the file upload piece of it, but the code is currently going into place. Yeah. So this is what we got. Like I said, we're working to do the uploads of attachments right now. The reason that that's taking a little bit longer is because we're giving it the option of connecting to document storage. So if you want to use AWS S3 or if you want to use Azure, we're giving it that functionality. There's a few different libraries that do them independently, but there's no library that does all of them at one time. It allows you to switch it out from a configuration screen. So we're kind of splicing a few different libraries together to give you the option of going to a configuration screen as the super admin and saying, I want all attachments to save to this S3 bucket, or things like that. So the comment piece, of course, is the easiest piece, because you don't want someone just uploading an attachment. You also want them to leave a little bit of a blurb about what that attachment's for, like why did they upload it kind of thing.